uh, like Thawne says after the wounded one's down for the count, it looks like his only option is for Deathstroke to kill Thawne, and he can't do that because then he gets to go to heaven. And this is when he's the wounded Suicide Squad member is literally on death row, and he's running out of blood, as in he doesn't look like he's gonna make it, but he literally throws he throws a dagger to cut off Thawne's fingers that were holding the card, the Get Out of Hell Free card. And after Thawne delivers this badass line called that he says, "Make my afterlife." And then his fingers get cut off. His two front fingers get cut off by the Suicide Squad member that looks like that was down for the count and it looked like it was a goner. And then he got shot in the head by Deathstroke, and then he has he realizes he has a flashback to all of his entire life's flashback right to the point, and ends at the point where he got shot in the head by Batman. So in other words, he doesn't really exist in that time. He was just manipulating time. That's on. So he went back to his rifle, popped, looked at that very creative timeline, and actually flashbacking of all of the memories he had and Suicide Squad Hell to Pay, and throughout the DCU that's really fast, but you get but it's like not too fast as you can't understand what's going on. That's his life is flashing back before his eye, and otherwise he's dead. He's Suicide Squad member Deathstroke just make sure that he was dead, and his eyes go, and he's just bling all over the place, and he just shoot him coincidentally the same exact place where Batman shot him in the head. So yeah, and he's not even moving, and yeah, it shows that he's really dead. And the Suicide Squad member that's barely holding on to life, that helped with Deathstroke, and they both respect each other in the end and become friends. But it looks like that's a little too late, because now Deathstroke's new friend that he respects and cares about is now on death row. And I was just going to bleed to death. So he decides to give him the Get Out of Hell Free card, and that's when he realized you didn't want Walt to have the Get Out of Hell Free card too, and he laughs. That's when Deathstroke just says she doesn't really deserve it. And asked, "What was your name again? What was your wife's name again?" He said after he said, "Well, doesn't really deserve it," and he tells that guy that's clinging to life, that's losing life, tells him to think of her, and he actually goes to heaven. After he believed that he was beyond redemption, he says his last words were Deathstroke, that he says he's beyond the redemption. In other words, he thinks he's going to hell, and so he sees that Deathstroke sees that he really does need this car, because he's not really a bad person. He's just done bad things, so he's actually so he this is the best thing, because out of anger of losing his wife. So he decides to give the Get Out free card to him and place it into his hands. And closes his hands for him. And you see his soul exit his body. And that's when Deadshot delivers his line, "It actually works." So he goes to free. He frees Holly after. Before he frees Holly, he actually gave. Holly actually came a little after late to party. He gave Wall the "Get Out of Hell" free card, and she says it feels cold, and Deadshot delivers this line. "It's a cold world," and he just walks off. And he delivers his line, "See you later, Waller," while he's walking off. And I wish he's just he thinks he's going to see Waller in hell, and he looks forward to it. That was a kind of funny and dark and twisted ending. Deathstroke is now out of the Suicide Squad game and out of villain out of prison, and he goes to visit his daughter, and it ends on that note was him stopping by to see his daughter after school. So that is Suicide Squad: Hell to Pay, and I really love this movie. It is funny. It's kind of messed up. It has a twisted ending that's both happy but kind of dark in the same time. That ending, that he actually literally screwed Waller, Amanda Waller, which but it's not point you're angry at the protagonist. You're actually glad he did that. So I love the humor in this film. It's very funny. The movie is tons of fun, and it has a really good story that you can follow along on, like Flashpoint Paradox. So I give this a 10 out of 10. Bye.